Hello everyone, my name is Ed Mason, and I thank you for taking a moment to watch this video about my upcoming book. Since August is my birthday month, I want to share with you my first published book highlighting my learned experiences for dealing with grief. The seed to write this book was actually planted almost 10 years ago, but it was not until about 9 months before this pandemic hit us that I really began to write in earnest the book I've titled Good Grief for Now and Later. You may ask me the question, why did you write a book dealing with grief, death, and funerals? Well, death is a topic that very few of us want to really talk about. However, it's a part of life that we all must face. For example, in chapter 2 alone, that I title It's Personal, I'm transparent with a number of death narratives surrounding my own family, while the rest of the 9 chapters deal with far more experiences seen through my eyes and the eyes of others. Dealing with grieving and mourning is something we all go through. In my book, I discuss my personal experiences, lessons that I've learned, and stories shared with me. In my role as a deacon at my church, I have participated in an average of 50 to 60 homegoing or funeral services a year over the past decade alone, and I'm an active member of our grief support group. Because of these experiences dating back to my childhood, I feel God has prepared me to share these lessons I've learned with you in writing. So whether you're going through grief now or will at some point later in time, this book may help you and your family get through your grief process with a little bit more ease. While writing this book, I discovered each story that I share will offer one or more of the following elements. I refer to these as the 4 H's of good grief: help, humor, hope, and healing. First H is for help. As you read this book, you will find nuggets of information that will aid you when you find yourself having to make decisions surrounding the loss of a loved one. The second H stands for humor. Many of these stories will actually bring a smile to your face or outright laughter as I share some of the lighter sides of this topic. The third H is for hope. The book encourages you to maintain your hope through bereavement times and the journey as we come to recognize that our life does continue after the death of a loved one. And then the fourth H is for healing. Many times death leaves us wounded. The wounds can come from family or friends or be internal. The book shares some approaches for healing. At the end of each chapter, there are some insightful questions that I pose to you to ponder to help you through the grief process or prepare you for when that time does come. The book will be published in early 2022. And since I'm a new author, we are accepting pre-orders to get an idea of interest. Anyone who pre-orders the book using the Order Now button below at the bottom that will link you to the publishing company, you will have your name printed in the book as a patron. Pre-orders are being accepted only up until September the 15th, 2021. So I don't delay in getting your book pre-ordered, especially if you want your name printed as a patron. I thank you in advance for taking time to view this video and to purchase the book. My hope is that this book will be a blessing to you and your loved ones. After you've read the book, I'd like to get your feedback on which of the many narratives impacted you the most. But even more importantly, if it touches you and helps you deal with bereavement issues, be sure to let your family and friends know they too need to purchase a copy of Good Grief for Now and Later.